Okay, good morning, everyone. Hope that you have a nice June test and holiday coming, right? So try to get prepared for that. Okay, let me open our exercise, which is our tutorial. So we continue from the electrical portion, Electrical, your class. Hold on. I should drag and drop the class here. D drive, students. Okay, drag and drop here. Okay, we are doing the electrical lighting and latest is this. Okay. You guys have your coffee like mine? Breakfast taken?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, this is what we do last week, right? We have a connection for the lighting and switches. Can you still remember?
Yes.
Yep. Who still not sure? Because all this is electrical, I would say nothing much to worry. Important thing is your lighting, if it's loaded, or you are doing what you call the collaboration. All right. That means your ceiling itself to ensure that the place position is locked. All right. Remember that. And you must be pin it. Yeah. If you don't pin it, you go to your ceiling, sorry, your this floor plan, or in case you have the plenum. Now I don't have a plenum. If a plenum, provided if you are request or required to do conduit. This is when you do detail. Now we are doing modeling. Modeling, I might not need to have a plenum yet. Okay, but if you are doing more towards the construction, that means next time you guys say, okay, we do the model done. Or you go through end of the day, you need to what do you call it? Do it for the construction site. Then you must add the plenum level inside, which is you might need to lay the conduit. So the conduit to me, how it looks like, is something like what you see, something like this. But of course, this is not the correct representation. This is actually to create as for the wire connection to tell the site guy, okay, all these need to be wired, right? And you notice that here you can have plus or minus 4 wire, 2 wire, 3 wire. You can add. Do you try that?
Nope. I haven't yet.
Yeah, but there's no so-called 5 or 6 lah, because computer they just simply add that. Normally it's 3 phase lah, 3 wire like, correct or not?
Yeah, correct.
One live, one earth, one
Neutral.
neutral. So this is quite standard in Singapore here. Okay, I think in Singapore everything we need to have earthing. Neutral and live is standard. 2-pin plug normally is only neutral and live, right? Correct or not?
Yeah, correct.
Earthing is a must to add, especially your which one? You know or not?
Hair dryer.
Hmm?
Hair dryer.
Hair dryer are not inbuilt, man. Hair dryer, I would say mostly is the 2-pin. Yeah, but Singapore version should be 3 lah, because Caesar got to pass it. But it's the 2, right? Mostly. But what I see is your piping, your pipe, your water heater, especially the earthing is required. You know HDB, right? The whole block itself from top to bottom.
Yeah.
They have a strip, all copper strip all the way down to the ground. All this, every floor, there's a earthing. Because lightning strike, you know, on top, rooftop, they always needle, right? They strike, they need to divert all this to the ground, to the earth lah, so-called. Okay, so this is important. Lucky Singapore, quite a rare cases, or rare site, I would say, not say case, rare site. In US, it's pretty norm, especially when it's storm. Okay, good. So far for the lighting is something up to here. So today we're going to do our power. So by default, power should be done separately, as we seen on the so-called submission requirement. But because here we are doing tutorial, I'll put them together. That means similar as what you see here. Okay, so at second floor, so here should be also at second floor. Everything must be in line. All right, so double click to launch. Okay, so this is my second floor here. Now my space is still there, so I still wish to hide. So you guys should know how to do it. So here I have the power plan to manage. So I noticed that a lot of them has been hidden. Did I do a proper adjustment? I don't think so. Okay, so I want to adjust it so that I can use it for vice versa method, meaning I can use ad hoc VG and view template control. So for those that if you have not adjust, please do so. Yeah, only the one that is link Revit, RVT link is checked, right? The rest I want it to follow. I mean to uncheck so that we can manage that separately. Okay, yeah. Try to understand the usage of this. It's very powerful. View range, I will still prefer ad hoc. All right, I don't want to set it across the board. For discipline, yes, I follow, and so does the sub discipline. So it should be look like this. I think this is quite standard now. To me lah, I feel it so far lah, but all this from time to time it will change based on the site requirement. All right, yeah. When I say site requirement means depends how complex your model going to be. Because now we only focus on 4 sub-discipline. As you know, e-submission, they have 7. So you might need to take note of this, all right, the control. Managing them well, when you're doing it, that will be easy for you. Always bear that in mind. Okay. If you can manage, as I always said, you can manage MEP well, to do archi structure is chicken feed. You only need to learn is the modeling tools. And as well for the controlling the visibility is all identical, all same. Okay, all done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I just apply and okay. So the grid, I'll go to VG. Then I will under the annotation category, I'll turn off the grid. I didn't go to Revit link because I'll do it fast. Okay. So VG here means when I use, it's like a master control. To control both the visibility for the link, Revit, and itself in electrical project here. Okay. Yeah. Of course, if you need to set the half tone, it still be here, but you notice that it cannot be controlled because this part here has been managed by the plan, which is the power plan. So take note, right? Okay, as for the cropping view,
So
right.
the light one I cannot see. I can see only the switch and then the.
Sorry again, this one,
Yeah, I cannot see the one.
This is correct. I haven't off yet. I will show
Oh.
you. This one need to be off.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct. Don't worry. That's why I go in slowly. Yeah. Okay, because here I need to turn off is the space and the lighting fixture, and so does the lighting switch or lighting device, because in the power you should not see this. So vice versa, if you go to the lighting plan, you should not see the power features also. That means the electrical equipment or electrical device kind of thing. Later we got to manage this. All right. Yeah. So let me crop the view first. So I want to enable the sunglass, sorry, the bulb. Yeah. So I'm going to crop my view to see only this part. Yeah. Because normally subcon, as I say, they don't manage the whole plan or whole site. As I say, it depends on the contractor. They might give them the whole floor, or they can give them based on zoning when you do the, real work at site lah. Okay, so at least you manage what you're supposed, your portions, to show to your contractor. Yeah, different wing or different kind of zone adjustment. Okay, so next step, when this is done, you must go to your VG. So I'm managing our lighting component, all right, which is, if you scroll down, is under lighting fixture and lighting device. Lighting device is your switch here. So apply, it should be gone. See that? This one is your electrical equipment. So whether it's for lighting panel or power panel, they are all same. So this one cannot be off. It's still to be there. All right. Yeah. Next is the space. So I need to turn off the space, which is this. Uncheck, apply, and it's gone now. See? So far, the power, the so-called socket, we don't need any calculation. All right, we just place in the outlet, that's all. So at least you can tidy up the view so that it's presentable and, because try to have only the required component based on the discipline or sub-discipline. Okay, questions?
No, sir.
Okay, so let's continue. If I'm too fast, please let me know. I think nowadays I quite slow already. I notice it myself. Last time's a bit fast, I agree. Okay, but if you still fast, please highlight to me. All right. So now how to place in our power socket. Of course, it's under Which one? System, right? System, tab under electrical panel, look for device expand. All right, this is your device panel. Then you look for electrical fixture. So based on the icon that you're seeing now, this is like your network point, your telephone point, your power outlet socket, or they call it American term, receptacles, you know. Yeah. I think in HDB nowadays, network point and telephone point, they are more or less identical. Agree? Because network point, they need 8 pin. Telephone is only 2. So electricians will know how to convert. Okay, yeah, which 2 pin is going to connect. All right, yeah, I think in Singapore now, everything is internet. Even your phone also through internet. To your router, right? StarHub, Singtel, all this. No longer lay those what like olden days, coaxial cable, the black one, which is SCV previously. Nowadays no more, which is internet network cable. Okay, so let's go into our electrical fixture. And you see from here currently what is we have is only the duplex power socket. If you need others, please go and download or so-called load family from here. See what's needed. All right. So currently, because of the submission, they need is only power. So we only insert. But in real world practice, you might need to add others like speaker. But speaker, all this is under telecommunication. Remember, which is we don't have it here. Then yeah, talk about that. Since you guys don't have tests, right?
No, sir.
So I want to add one telecommunication. Something new, not say something new since no test is only add in the room. So I want you to plan in the sense that you already have the existing room, right? So that room, whether it's a library, whether it's a drafting area or drafting room, or whether it's an admin office, you know.
Theater again.
Sorry?
Theater.
Hmm?
Theater.
Theater. What is required? For instance, one good example, library. So library, I think almost every room will have what? Speakers, right? Because in the school, anything emergency, the admin office will announce through the speaker. All right, this is basic. Second, fire alarm. Correct now.
Yes, sir.
Third thing, what is needed? Third thing, like what? Anything? Smoke detector. Correct.
Yes.
What else? If let's say is the old folks home, hospital, then they have what?
Sprinkler
Intercom.
system.
Yeah, intercom. Then what else? A lot, right?
Yeah, emergency voice comm.
Yeah. What else? So these are things you guys, I think I will add up one more is the telecommunication. At least we try to do it as real as possible. All these just get from the library here. If you don't have, let me know. I'll try to upload for you guys. All right. But if you install your library, I think should be there. No need to be, I mean, if you can't find, it's fine. But if you can, just no, load it in. Okay. So try to, I mean, you assume how the room has been arranged, kind of thing. Then you place that item there. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Can good. Thank you. I will try to add one. Later, we shall create one telecommunication for that. Okay. So meantime, let's say I'm selecting this power socket here, which is, I don't know what's that? Any idea what is this term? GFCI.
No idea, sir.
Huh?
No idea.
I also got no idea. American standard. Seriously, I only get to understand this standard duplex. That's why sometimes we only use their library. Okay, so at times you might need to customize our own library. Okay, feel free, try to learn some family building. All right, which is good. You can customize your own library. See our lesson finish fast or not. If finish fast, I can teach you guys that. Okay, because in your class, ME, I don't think you guys have any advanced class or so-called the customization, but I find it important to you all. As long as you are doing a BIM. Next time, let's say for start, you can be a BIM modeler, then later can be the BIM coordinator. After that, you become BIM engineer. All right, in a sense that you know how to read a model, which is in the workflow process. You learn through that it benefit you. Okay. All right, so I leave the elevation height, let's say around 460. Okay, you can change if you need. Then remember, vertical on face. All right, so since this is a library, so assuming let's say my front desk is here lah, so they need a lot of socket here, right? Or sometimes can be on the floor itself, which is actually library. They have raised floor, remember? So maybe I'll add one here, I'll add one here, since it's duplex one. Now the rest I will add one here and one here. Now why I set it here? Any idea? Anyone?
Close to the entrance.
Not that. What else? Okay, just I curious. Why entrance need power socket?
Easier to access.
Huh? School got, you go library, where is all the power socket?
Like space out lor.
Yeah lah, school library have or not?
Yeah.
Oh,
If-
then okay. No, because here I might not know what is the arrangement. The thing is, I put it on the wall here because the cleaning auntie, when it comes in to vacuum the floor, correct? So they need to he or she need to access the power socket so that it can plug in the vacuum cleaner. I was thinking that way. Yeah, so right, so she can vacuum the floor lah, the carpet. Okay, so here we can't insert on the glass, right? Definitely. So you can see that I like to place on face. That means on the floor lah. So on the floor, you can see that I press the space bar orientation. See that? So let's say I'll put one here on the floor. Of course, I'll put one here on the floor. All right. Yeah, maybe that's it lah. Huh? Escape. Of course, the library might not be correct, I believe, because this is the American way of doing their symbols. So you look at the 3D. Now, how to go in our 3D? You window this. Remember, don't straight away select this. All right, because what we want to capture to view is only this part. Okay, so you go to selection box or shortcut key BX. Then you see that it refer to this. So from here, if your section box is not shown, please adjust it. All right. Then you can see all your stuff. Okay. So you should know that this is which view. The name, all those things you need to rename. Remember, don't just leave it at as like kind of what call it 3D. Okay, and the view, what you're supposed to see, same thing. So here, I will rename this as your power 3D. Yep. So far, your lighting I haven't created yet, huh? Yeah, you need to have one also. Bear in mind. Then of course, Power 3D, what you like to see is only the electrical equipment. So VG, right? So any lighting, device, lighting, fixture, you got to hide it. So you need to see what is required here. See that? So it's on the floor. Seems like it's no lah. Is it on the floor? See, this is on the floor. See the socket? Okay, you can based on this to adjust to see. So it's on the floor. So notice that this one doesn't come with the we call that raised floor, right? So this guy should not be sitting this way. Currently, it doesn't have the surface mount type. Okay, so in future you might want to have a surface mount. That means change this particular guy, the insertion to the base here. That means come with the casing. This is in recess mounting, which is most of the time we can do that now in Singapore. All right, previously they must always surface mounted, but now you can have it on the floor. But this one, no, definitely. Okay, but only we do it for modeling, so I don't want to care much. Questions so far? Ken?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So not only that, now if I go to my power plant here, the distance mounting is it important? Or don't say distance mounting, you need to indicate what is the length, the distance, so that when they add a board or they create partitions, they know where to lay the wire, sufficient length to for the socket. Yeah. So in your plan here, how we going to add the dimension? Ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. To ensure that your view here, not as view in fine detail level, it should be set as coarse view, so that easier for you to do dimension capture. Okay. Now, electrical dimensioning for MEP different from archi and structure, especially this receptacle here. You notice that if you get the dimensions using a line, the first dimension you are not allowed to select from here. Why? If you select from here first, you see when I start to do tracking, You see there's one point here and one dot here. See this? And you can see there's another center line. If you define or snap incorrectly, you're not able to do dimension. If you base on the default, from here, you try to do dimension, see, not allowed. See now, very weird, right? Now, if you select from the tip below, that means the connecting point. All right, then it works. Here, because I want to measure from the wall. Why this guy detect the center of the wall? Because of this, your option bar. So again, you must set it to wall face. And this is individual references. All right, so pick the wall, you see the dimension appear now. Okay, give it a try. This is important. Okay, so once you have it, you can continue. See that? Can continue. Like this. We are not doing any annotation yet. This is just that we use dimension to manipulate or to change the distance adjustment, mainly for that usage. Okay, so that easy, and we know you don't insert or just this type of weird spacing 4212 like 4D numbers 2589. Normally should be round up. All right, yeah, round off the value. Okay, okay. Give it a try. Let me know. All done? I believe you are
Yes,
doing it,
sir.
Okay.
Doing it.
Oh, done already, Good. Vina, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tishana, you okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Aisha,
Okay.
okay, Karu, you okay or not? Karu,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Okay.
Because so far I only hear whose voice? Jiazhi, Santos, and Vinny, You guys quite quiet, Chenu, you okay?
No, okay.
No, okay, 可以吗？
不太行。
在哪里？你停留在哪里？
我之前的那些课都忘记了。
你没有把那个 video 打开来看？ 复习一下。
嗯
没有啊，你要去看啊，先生啊，
，OK，
真的你要去看。哦，都是没有 test 的话 ，but end of day 你也一样要做，真的，因为这是你们应该要知道的，不需要100%，but at least 要懂得怎么运用去画，不然到时候 next term you guys 你要去 go for IVDCP 啊，那你要分配跟组合，你的我 call it 啊 team member 啊，分工合作，把你这些图画出来。呀，做这个很重要。哦，所以那些 video 去 download 要去看一下， then 到时候可以拿来做参考。学腾你也一样啊，学腾。
好的。
Yeah. Okay, if okay, let's me show you how we can do the adjustment. You know, in Revit, when you have dimension the component, now you don't change the value like you do in AutoCAD. You see this way? You do this way, it doesn't work. In Revit, remember, you need to select the component to modify. So once you highlight or select the component, you can see the value change. Once the value change, you can type the value. Let's say now it's like 2588.8. I want to be says 2005, so 2500. See, it shifted. Then it shifted. You can select another one already. Wow, this is exactly see. Ooh. So 4 meter, I think this is good. Yeah, 4 meter or 4.3 maybe. Next one, I change this to 4.3 also. Because I think home-based vacuum cleaner is around 4 meter long or 5 meter long. But sometimes certain, I mean for office one, normally should be around 10 meter or less, maybe. Depends on what type of vacuum cleaner they are using. Okay, so we adjust this distance. Now, once it's done, you can delete away. Okay, because we just want to place them in place. And this is for modeling. So modeling, no need to display the dimension. As I said earlier, we use dimension to only adjust to the requirement we want. So I select this one. I want it to be maybe 5 meter. Okay, and the next one is like, you know, maybe somewhere here, 1.5. That's it. Good. Then we delete away. Because normally when you start to lay all this, you should have already have the interior or furniture plan that done up by the interior, so that from there you can plan where is the power socket you want to install. Okay, yeah. So all this reference, you don't do ad hoc. If can attain the file from the ARCHI or from the interior, then you are able to lay the power. All right, so this is important. So from here, let's say I want this to be how 2500. No, I think 2400. Now this one, I give you a 3.5. Should be good. So delete away. This one here, sorry. This one here give around 3 meter. Okay. And here, 5 meter. All right, because here got some furniture here, so I don't know, be some power socket here. Okay, so once done, remember to pin the location. sorry, pin the okay, pin the receptacle, pin it, because you don't want them to move anymore.
So my one, the
Right.
place on phase, right? It's not
Mm.
appearing.
This one,
Yeah, this two.
if it's not appearing, you could be at the bottom.
Yeah, it's under the surface.
Yeah, then you got to move them up. That means when you select this,
Mm.
check the level. Is it 0 or somewhere else?
It's 0, but it's not appearing. When I put 0.
It's kind of weird.
But in
Maybe you wanna
3D, I can see it, but it's under the
3D
surface.
definitely can see.
Yeah.
But 3D in the sense that if I adjust it to, let's say, front view, you check, is it appearing like that? Not the whole thing go down. That means the cap itself is still on top. That's why it's still visible. If this top line is touching this, then it will disappear.
Yeah, the top line is under the thing.
It's correct, huh? Like that, huh?
No, it's under the surface.
Yeah lah. So it's wrong,
Yeah.
That's why it disappear.
Yeah.
So try to adjust it. By right,
It's
when we plan that time, I mean, in the plan view, you insert based on the face, it should be like this. If yours, the top face is touches this surface in a line, that means you can't see. So your inserting in the plan is wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
it should not be that. Yeah. Okay. That's why it doesn't show. Yeah, it should not be that. Seriously, it should not be that. So always remember, if it doesn't show, go to your 3D to see the view. Make sure that the cover, that means the capping, it should be above. Only the underside of the cap sit on your ground, I mean the floor plan. Yeah, that means the level itself. So plan, you should be able to see. So yours, if you select, that means it's not 0, it should minus something, I believe. 0.
I think it's offset a certain value. New measure.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
try it.
Yeah.
If not, you select from the plan. That means you try to have two views side by side like this. Okay, here you might not able to see, but the moment you select the receptacle, you switch to here. Or you can see that if you select from 3D, the value here also will actually display. Yeah.
Okay.
Then you adjust it. It should be 0 lah. Should not be negative. Because negative, your view, why did not show? Because of view range. Because your plan, you notice, I keep saying before, your view range, which is what you are seeing here, same as the Aki, from 0 onward. So if your component, your library, family touches this, when I say touches this means fully flush it, then you will not show. Okay. So sometimes we got to check few location. All right, your 3D, the properties itself, what is the offset value, and lastly is your view range. All right, it's all basically on all this. Yeah, if you manage it well, all this nothing much will happen. Yeah. Questions so far? Still cannot.
Yes, sir.
Okay, for the rest, we want to insert one more electrical equipment, which is for our power. All right. So you go to system, under the electrical panel, look for electrical equipment. Then last week we did insert or load the family, right? 480 MCB surface is for your lighting panel. 208 volt MCB is your surface panel or power panel, PP. So I'm going to select 100 ampere and you insert somewhere here, side by side lah, like this. Okay. So from 3D, you should be able to see it. See the size? This is the lighting panel. Okay. This is your power panel. So power panel size, bit difference. Okay, switches. So here, if I change it to 1.5, it should shift up. Yep, same height. Okay. Then you scroll down, you should see other thing, for instance, like the name. So this is PP power panel -219 for library. Okay. Pole breaker, I give it 20, like similar in your notes for room for expansion in case need to add additional. Always have ample slot for that, remember. And you notice that the distribution system is 120/208 way. This is their setting for USR. Okay. So once done, then label. Remember, where's our label? Annotate. Then tag by category. Remember, attach end, change to free end. So at least you can adjust it nicely you want. Yeah, this way is better. Okay, like that. Right.
What's the equipment again?
This one, huh?
The model, yeah.
Yeah. This one here is the M lighting and appliances panel board. 280 MCB, which is under your type selector. This is the model lah. 100 ampere for library lah. Of course, this one will varies. I think next time your engineer will tell you if you are a BIM modeler. But if you are engineer yourself next time, you should know what is the requirement. Then you must design the correct panel size. Okay. Here the library is just for modeling. So in real world, I believe when you create a library, you need to set the panel size. Because once your pole added, what should be the clearance, allowance, the thickness, all those things. Okay. So this design to design, we got to manage the overall length, width, height, or so-called depth lah. Yeah. All right. Singapore, the panel normally is surface mounted lah. Okay. So all this, if you are BIM modeler, next time check with your engineers or the company how they design this. Then you can build the appropriate size for your project. All this try to build it as real as possible, as true as possible. True means what? True size in real world next time. Now we are doing modeling. At least we need to indicate that it's there. Yeah. Okay, done. Now, when done, you got to create the network, right? How to create a network? Simple, huh? Select any one of them. That means the receptacle. You see here, power. Okay. So you select power, then straight away edit circuit. In case if you forget, you clear your selection. Don't anyhow create a new one again. This is wrong. Become there's two different groups. You must try to select back. Why? When you select back means you notice that, hey, this guy doesn't have a power anymore. Instead, what it says, edit circuit. So try not to be disturbed lah, because some students, they tend to create multiple network. Then you say, hey, Cher, how come cannot connect? So you must be very sure. Okay. So add to circuit, all this. You can window, you can pick them, up to you. But when it comes to the electrical equipment, I always prefer to select the panel. Why? To ensure that at least the correct label and the correct equipment selected or loaded. Yeah. Then you notice that the color automatically highlighted. All right, then finish. The last step we're going to do is to join the wire. So do select, pause, then you tap once. See that? You tap once, you notice your cable will show the networking. They're going to generate all the wire. Select this, and you notice that at your contextual ribbon, you have this arc wire. All right. And you have this. Now, normally if you are do on your first story, which is no ceiling, right? I would suggest you use this lah. Because you go by the wall, no ceiling, so must be nicely lay them. Then if you are doing on second or third floor, which is you have a ceiling, then you can use up, yeah, to do it. Yeah, so it look like this. Okay. Questions? So for electrical, is quite straightforward. You need to have a power plant done like this. All right. Then your electrical plant on the ceiling, you notice that this is what we want. The tagging part, I will show you later in case if you need to customize. The plan itself, second story. You notice all your power stuff is out. So you must use VG to hide them. So in your lighting discipline, lighting sub-discipline, you should not seeing any electrical fixture, not equipment. Equipment is this. This was supposed to be shown. Okay, apply. Now see, gone already. Okay, questions? So power, if you do separately power and lighting, you notice that your electrical, you should have a 3D, which is now currently I don't have. This one I have, right? This one I don't have. You may want to create one. And of course, your plan, you should see like this only. That means your lighting fixtures, your lighting panel, and your lighting device. That means your switches. Okay, ceiling should see this only. Of course, with the label lah, but this label is wrong. All right. Later I will show you how this to be done. And lastly, your 3D, right? I mean, or your power, you should see only this. So every individual view should display its own sub-discipline component, right? Not any others. So it's to keep clean how you do your modeling. Any questions?
No, sir.
Sir.
Okay, from here I will stop recording.